pa a plus and yasam. So we'll talk about them. But before that, you know, yanti we say every honor tell quickly. Let's go and see Sofo Akwesi Amoako. When they go to their constituency, they control their constituency. They control their party. You understand? Because they have money, they have everything, they have access to the register, they can manipulate the register. Or Bob Chairman Sikatuo, no about a secretary Sikatuo, no about women's organizer Sikatuo, or board executive Sikatuo, no Budinachi. So they control the party in the constituency level.
I was for movie ba na yam for Mega TV and platform with ESO. And Nedi and Sema Mabwa no di besumono. Abusia no beti was masem. Me say fei ena word on sabo Mega TV be platform we swa the uncle pass because and then sema beti no wasumono. Hey Ghana won masa and nema NPP for ya peye any nema bi akoso no. But before then no a year ura ye fe no Nana Frimpong Ziega Nana Frimpong kwam Nana Frimpong Kelvin TV, one of the hosts, Emma Politics ne ade watuni din Ziega Stick na watimi aye hwehwemu bi edi the potential candidates the potential flag bearer for NPP in 2028 ubia osefata ya papa kumpe kwa Japan papa bi in fact uti nsema owura ne kan mfanchem any analysis a oye na enkofo binum wo Baumia camp ene omasochi abayira Kennedy Japan camp MPC binom sansona enkofo binum ekuki niema yewra Dr. Muhammad Baumia ne nkrofo asha asese omu beyiyi MPC binum ayi asisi baby omu di MPC binum eba betoto baby because of so makodi yewra Kennedy Japan wachi awusia sa potential implicit kaka ho na mpese mekasa bibiri yenko na yinkoti na Nana Frimpong Ziega ensem odi atudwa na yekoba ensem no ma hihye no boasei bidi ba betuabo na ene ensem abeti no waso no nyanti bida meso se obe subscribe na wa like dwumadi na wa share na afoforo enye biara hanu your number 1 authentic platform Mega TV igusua S7 the best of news yenko na yenkoti ensem bi enfama yenfa credit emma Kelvin FM Kelvin TV Nana Frimpong Ziega Stick yentio nsem na odi tubia yakoba yebetwaso
a plus and yasam. So we'll talk about them. But before that, you know, yanti we say every honor tell quickly. Let's go and see Sofo Akwesi Amoako, Ahmed Swale, and of course Ziega Reacted, the late Ziega Reacted. Okay, so Yetieni Papa we say Sofo Akwesi Amoako. In case you don't know Sofo Akwesi Amoako, beka no masacho. And yenua was sure no 2019 your friend Ahmed Swale. And the President Rawlings is the first president of the Fourth Republic of Ghana. Twice or 2 terms. There's a Ziega Reacted. But who can in Aboma or will lead this country for 19 good years? So this is Ziega Reacted lost his life in the year 2020. And of course, is it 2019 or 2020? Okay, that's it 2020. All right. And now, Sofo Amoako also losing life in 1990. Okay, so listen to me. Where is Sofo Akwesi Amoako? Now Akwesi Amoako is one of the powerful men of God in Africa, not only in Ghana but Africa and the world. Na ewiase afana nyina invite no manu ko preach oye bibia na wo hwa asofo akuku de what is country more na nkasa enam na se ene bai ma omo papa ya sorry ene mo so te omo ho a omo babeye ene omo establish big churches obi ti say yankase ya papa ohwere ne nkwa a resurrection power or free papa we asking by the Tego sisters and so papa we na tete omo and daughters of glory Jesus papa we say and tete omo na ni fie e was santase e wo kumase asante mantem na papa na okuta the 5 posts of the ministry the 5 posts of the ministry na pastor, teacher, apostle, prophet, evangelist no okuta ni na bi why prophet why apostle why evangelist why teacher or ni na bi no a very powerful person and very hostile to the PNDC law and PNDC government and I say administration at that time the revolution. This man was very hostile to them. Fantastic. Okay, so papa we ni crusade ase ena owura kusi beko e compose enum na ye friend edin beni enum no ansa na odi ko studio akwa eniye e wo abrotia in Kumasi in the way back in 1988 1989. So this is semester akwesi sofo amwako akwesi amwako. And in case you don't know, we say susu no Archbishop elect Salifo Amwako enso so ne papa nie yakasa ne papa ne spiritual father ene say emre bi papa we say kokoye crusade e wo aboabo in Kumasi okọ aboabo a Kumasi aboago one of the Zongo communities e wo Asante Mantem no enti ho no kokoye crusade na oye crusade no na auto punches ena emrantie miensa bi emrantie miensa so no me for as 3 years sa mrantie no eto bo e de bo sa papa we say eto omo to bo de bo papa we say no e na papa we say bo no amato abodo no obeye ho adwuma na ye fe ne say e ho susuaso be ba sa mrantie ne so eti mrantie no ba ko wi that's a week later and ba ko wi na o we coincidence ni ade a after the following week and ba ko so wi after ni mo ye den the following week na ba ko asawu and the car last one. So last one you find a Salifo Al Hassan. It is Salifo Al Hassan. I was papa we actually kwa no who say omo koto or ka no omo koto bo no. Eti bo no omo to ya no ebo papa no. Papa we start ya ho adwuma. Eti oluku for this man and okoko panicho. O panicho na papa we fa ne tenaye o be an house boy. One the time o sa be ya papa software mo akon the driver. You understand? Oba be the driver. And onyina be software no oba be Bishop Salifo Amwako. Enti e fe no the deeper the Salifo Al Hassan. And then am say papa we na tete spirituality no. And o de papa we edin e kan din ho e be Salifo Amwako. E crusade. E wo takrade. Eti crusade no ma ye first one awie. But the second crusade no tata mo pesa e de akọ Israel. Eti no wo nyada. Eti o ho no nya akọ ni hotel room say ne visa bia ye ready. Ewo Accra into free takrade mra Accra no obete visa no samra takrade mbeto crusade no so enti na sesa da no na ko ne Salifo Amwako na eba Archbishop elect Salifo Amwako because Archbishop Salifo Amwako elect Salifo Amwako and then driver but he stopped Salifo Amwako say Salifo Amwako njina home and one Tego sisters yemi ama Tego sisters o moto no and Tego sisters ebai etu oma ba oma trata commander oma tra edina oma tra Cape Coast first rich second rich atra agre memorial aba mori aba abanze commander bi aba obetu bi ni bajanche sipa e obe na lorry accident na according to sources in the say omo ba no na omo say soldier car bi a top speed I'll talk about it later okay so owu ye no e na nkofo suspect say ni woni na nya kwa accident de nya kwa na omo che say military car bi and the top speed pa na eba and na a veer off military car no omo road no anam so no and the bc software Amwako no road no and no crash software Amwako nti a car no moamwai so let's say very good this is software Amwako and the car no moamwai ni say net so this is our best property TV. Okay, so the car no use has said that it car no moamwai essay crowd pasa and all that. Okay, so according to the eyewitness no any Tego sisters on my account na chain say tama assembly siwi na military for no the car no be ball papa yi na yimu no the car no ma owuye no Tego sisters there ye the omo ko hospital e ma omo ho na akeka no omo life no was rescued and I say omo ho to omo but can say omo che so omo ho na helicopter e buy na be fa soldier for no edekoye so that is that. Okay, so ye penipu masibre ye nyankofo omo di sa nyambrasem no sa soldier for no be yesade e na owura Salifo Amwako bishop elect woko Abeku Santana yankase ye bra Abeku Santana a wo ye program wo AKFM no say program e wo UTV aye friend etu oko interview and ye busa no sa asem on the relationship on the papa relationship and what kind accident no ho asem and one mention sofu bi wo Ghana. I don't want to mention his name because okay, so this is Amos Wale. He was part of the Tiger Eye PM4 investigative journalist The 2019 and you say a nymphobi akotete papa yi abrantie yi a omutimoto so a omako shoot in amanawu basically no you check a clear picture just say enkofu we say the this aduma no we've been hunting them on and on and on ya jenko for phones and they ya the phones so kwa brochire ya kohwehwem ya hundu man enti ho no wana yenua A+ Satan on be member of parliament o me yeti asese wonim kofu a nipa obo pa me ekum abeswale mutie ni you waso wonim kofu a obo pa me ekum abeswale and the CIG+ said this is how the Ghanaian media caption was A+ threatens to name Ameswale's killer if no police update in 48 hours on my police 48 hours say omo be fa no a okoka ansem no mutie ni omo be fa no a okocheche nsemu no e de che omo no update ni say police amba bonti amfa update na ma ono no mo 48 hours obe use the Facebook account and the X account and the ISAD and the information about bonti. Okay, so let's go to read what A+ actually wrote on his Facebook wall. Okay, so this is A+. This year you'll be a member of parliament here and not trust. It was last year I was invited to the CID headquarters to provide Last year I was invited to the CID headquarters to provide information regarding the murder of Ahmed Swale. During the meeting, I identified a high-profile minister from the previous government who was allegedly involved in the contracting assailant to carry out the crime. I also disclosed my source, a highly credible one, in the presence of the CID director. It is critical that the CID director update the public on the progress of the investigation and indicate and justify whether additional time is required. At this point, it appears the matter has been sidelined. If no update is provided within 48 hours, I will invoke my authority as a member of parliament to formally summon the Ghana Police Service to brief parliament on the case. Should that fail, I will utilize my Facebook and other social media platforms to update the nation on what I know about the matter, which shall include the name of the alleged perpetrator. Thank you. Okay, so this is what A+ wrote on the Facebook and then the Twitter account, and I say the X page. So the A+ person channel say, "When invite police if we invite you, they say the medical kind na. O we invite you say, "Waso nim Ahmed Swale nkofo allegedly omuku no. Enti wa body pebidi anu ye minister. E wo elsewhere the last administration no oka hu bi. Enti say ni padaka hu and waku JB down Ahmed Swale. Enti what the details ni na de bomo. But besina no one thing wasem bia and A+ say one thing wasem or as a member of parliament no obe make sure so best summon Ghana Police Service amomaba parliament nobody wasem aba. You see, it's very sad. It is very sad that we have lost such a huge say journalist. Na sabe prejudice got so good. Obi abaso onim say di pa no okus na police investigation and na ochina and a ka asem ba ko pedi kire o your call draw ba na say wutie me na fa asem we fa to trim. I'm come to do something. Why sometimes as a serious country and no maybe ho no ma ye bu ye ni guso as the Ghana de sebe so bi je won kwa waje okọ. Now let's watch this one. Dr. Nyahota Maklo, let's go and see. Okay, Dr. Nyahota Maklo is not there, but quickly let's see where are we? Okay, Dr. Nyahota Maklo, in case you don't know Dr. Nyahota Maklo, on there the founder of Nyaho Clinic. Okay, that's fine. We're a former chief executive Edema Accra Hattefolk, a board member Accra Hattefolk, on and on. This is the Daily Dispatch on the 12th of May 2025. So we'll share the banner headline of the Daily Dispatch. I will say, Nyahota Maklo's new book raises questions about Rawlings' death. Nyahota Maklo's new book raises questions about the Rawlings' death. Just Nyahota Maklo, the new book raises questions about Rawlings' death. Now, okay, the body of the story now, Uncle Ben Efson, Ato book nibi. Now what kind? No one who asem na wakano. This is what Mr. Nyahota alleged. So let's go and read it. They end Haname Fankase be infantry. So this is Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo. I said Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo, a renowned statesman, veteran football administrator, and a former diplomat. Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo has called for an impartial and thorough inquiry into the death of Ghana's former president, Flight Lieutenant Jerry Rawlings, citing unexplained circumstances and growing public suspicion surrounding the event leading to his death. Also, Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo say, it's like Nyaho Chamaklo the revelation be about say, young investigation found for President Rawlings. Ni wona owu ya no na no ma bi wo ho no ma entele mfama na me so ayanke 20 near the transparency. In the startling revelation, Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo hinted at the alleged involvement of 2 retired Ghana Armed Forces captains whose conduct following Rawlings' death has raised an eyebrows. Ahana some no one. Just as Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo say, retired Armed Forces captains be as a CFO na yebuso question efa Rawlings wono because no baby entele efa man. I said there are whispers of involvement from 2 retired captains of Ghana Armed Forces. I'm familiar with these individuals and they know me personally. Their actions following Rawlings' death, particularly their alleged remarks, mission accomplished, warrant. Okay, so that is the, let's go to another the sequence. Okay, or say warrant scrutiny or someone no and say sa soldier for na retired soldier for no SSC from near questions. Also in military parlance, such a statement carries a grave implication. He said, Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo's comment reinforced growing calls for a commission of inquiry to investigate the circumstances surrounding the death of the former president who led Ghana from 1981 to 2021. Also, such an inquiry must compel all relevant individuals, including these captains, to share what they know, he urged. He also questioned the medical protocols observed during Rawlings' final days at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, insisting that an autopsy and full pathology report, especially one including chemical analysis, should have been conducted and publicly disclosed. I say, Rawlings ni won buy no. Say, your investigation na a autopsy report and the pathology report. I said, get the bonting if you saw a former president because almost suspected BB. Also, in all civilized nations, autopsies are standard following the death of a former head of state. If such an examination were carried out, findings should be disclosed to the public. This is a crucial for clarity and accountability. Clarity, accountability. Adding to the mystery, Dr. Nyaho Chamaklo raises concern over report that 5 nurses who attended to the former president at the cardiothoracic unit had allegedly left the country shortly after his death. According to him, Rawlings' cousin, the late Michael Sosudis, informed me that these 5 nurses vanished from the country shortly after Rawlings' passing. Allegedly, they were flown abroad and have only maintained sporadic contact with Michael, expressing their condolence and reviewed. Okay, so that is that. And to what person say, apart from 5 military for no I see from retired military men na I see from you be some question. Next for enum bia no more cardiothoracic unity hono. Some nurses no more attending to President Rawlings no. Some nurses no money na amayira nipa 5. Nurses no more nipa 5. Some nipa 5 ni na no they are outside this country. Ya mo to kwan. Na Rawlings wo fasi bia. Your friend Michael Sosudis. Sa Michael Sosudis na nurse for no friend no. Omo friend no ma catch so we dey yako. It was no suspect say sa nurse for no any a retired armed forces if ye nko a kawanu tum tra baby na twere ho. What is hey kukudu ye trase ti ye wonu obi a obeba ho ban wonu obi a trase woti ezu eyeza du dokron na tra baby wa anya careful. Let's say 7 previous akwase mpani bi ko twetwena ko ato atwene. Such an astute journalist is dead up to now. You plus to say investigation who baby a effort. Salifo Amwako I make you wide allegation about so far Mwaku wo obi anka ho asem wa body panwa oku ni di nipa nda so te Ghana ye musa question bi say oboa enu ogu nipa nanimu ase. You don't know. This is the President Rollins. Fantastic. You get me? This is the President Rollins who led this country for 20 good years. Somebody is making such an allegation. Say a suspecting kophobia a J papa yinkwa ye nya ho hwe. Eti omumponi na wo call dropper. Show hu ye. We are looking forward to see say ebia from next week ekono police ebe take up this matter. So one tibia na still show hu so ye. Okay, bring your message ebe ken card amount. We have another two items. Yes, here come one. Thank you very much, Andy. That's a nice one. Nice picture from President Rollins. Okay, so that is that. Ethiopia who ye pa more messages, more from my Yabekin kind Eddie Mama. Okay, so messages now, papa. I'll take my time and read all of them. But she say Yabekon we patriotic party. There's a war, a tension. Our parliament, a safoma for parliament, why Hakma Uswa Jaman, Papa Uswa Kuma, Dr. Kwame Adokofo, Nane Kufuado, opening now a parliament, and on and on and on. So you to go to parliament, these are the gurus. You understand? Parliament, you know, they are nurturing themselves for subsequent election, but one call parliament a bed. Alan Chamache refused to go to parliament even after 2007. When another Dan Kwakufa the ABT, he was advised to go to parliament because you go to parliament, parliamentarians, most of them, about 99% of them, when they go to their constituency, they control their constituents. They control their party. You understand? Because they have money, they have everything, they have access to the register, they can manipulate the register, or Bob Chairman, no secretary no women's organizer or executive no. So they control the party in the constituency level. It is a member of parliament, who win in a hatter, no constituency campaign the mawa. Can we say he can win the constituency? Then another one that will enhance your future possibility. So that is that. So Alan Chamatin refused to go to parliament even when Boache Jakun died. Alan Chamatin was given a free unopposed to go to Ayawaso Wagon free of charge, no challenger, unopposed. Now call parliament. So call parliament and call Duma parliament. We tell you, Duma parliament. I'm enhancing the future possibilities as far as 2022 or 2023 election was concerned, because I don't bet me a Buanama or parliament on in Kofodi so Ushan Kofodi said we're representative for parliament Mwa. You get me? Though you can invite them, but Mwa. So that is what hindered Alan Chamatin's FNSA chances. Okay. So today when you go to parliament, who call parliament in the minority side, there is a war. And I say there's a big time a battle our parliament and call for per parliamentary vote. So this is how it is. This is how it is. This is Osahini Afenyo market. Yabeka I say NPP or leading NPP parliamentary leadership. Yawo JH Mensa. And the JH Mensa as a senior minister was deputized by Felix Owusu-Agyapong. Okay, so JH Mensa retired. Did not go to parliament as an Sunai East constituency. Did not go back to parliament. Then Felix Owusu-Agyapong took over as a majority leader. Felix Owusu-Agyapong was deputized by Abraham Edu. Felix Owusu-Agyapong was Achim Swedru, member of parliament. And the deputy was Abraham Edu. Abraham Edu was Tema East, also the member of parliament or Tema East. So Felix Owusu-Agyapong echo contested a flag bearership in 2007, the so-called Akronfo Dunsono. So at that time, next what did the Duma editor? It was the two now. Abraham Edu became the leader in the house. And now, man the deputy be Chairman Sabosu. So Chairman Sabosu, so Chama Abraham Edu, almost bad the minority side, Chama NPP wa bemuno. And now Chairman Sabosu seat, I was Swami. You get me? But Abraham Edu failed to win the primaries. So Abraham Edu did not come back to parliament. So that channel said Chairman Sabosu, who have also learned something from Abraham Edu as a deputy, became the minority leader in 2009. So I quite say a trend. So be deputy, you move in your anymore. They say yes, then the deputy becomes the leader. So this is what happened in parliament. Tema, Chairman Sabosu, if you wanna Afenyo Bayano. We were told that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was with Afenyo Markin, and everybody was with Afenyo Markin. But yet, two are bad, yeah, back confirm woman. They said the normal practice now, Mr. Afenyo will be the minority leader. But what happened? What happened is that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also brought his choice. We tell you, he also brought his choice. What's the choice of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? I'll tell you later. Okay, so let's go and see the four people in our parliament. Okay, so this is the analogy. The choice of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was Honorable Anima Duentwi, member of parliament for Asante Achim Central member of parliament. In fact, a very astute person and on depa. Okay, and the deputy was Kojo Opankroma. That's what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia preferred. Why? Because they realized that Canada Japan challenged Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. You understand? It was the last flag bearership race. What challenging you? Oh no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia couldn't win, and he has an ambition to and has an intention to run again. But Afenyo Markin is the lawyer at the Canada in Japan. We tell you, Patricia Page off, so that it can be replaced with somebody. So they think that these two can work against Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia our parliament. It's a fact. Our parliament. Okay. Now let's go to see Kwesi Kwarteng quickly. I don't think that I can do the last one. Let's go and see Mr. Kwesi Kwarteng quickly. Okay, so this is a Kwesi Kwarteng. In case you don't know him, Kwesi Kwarteng, Ministry of Education, Public Relations Officer, former, and or contesting Asante Achim North primaries, Emmanuel Lucy, very brilliant person. So what the Canada Japan or Kotra Dibu of Facebook. Let's go and read what Kwesi Kwarteng wrote on his Facebook wall quickly. Or say, be prepared to replace more than half of our current MPs then, because I can confirm that over 50% of them have already aligned with Canada or Japan. Fatu TV Nusin and Konfor DB. Hey, yeah. 88 or 88. Based on Fatu TV Nusin, why? Was say be prepared to replace more than half of our current MPs then, because I can confirm that over 50% of them have already aligned with Honorable Kennedy Japan. I don't want to go to Operation Cheso conform prepare. I say many of them will be to Mr. Fatu TV Nusumami, please. Many of them will be to making public appearances with him in the coming weeks, and even more and expected to join our camp publicly associated with Honorable Ken since his donation to the Edu fire victims. So are you planning to replace all of them too? Okay. Blah 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 blah. Or say 15. You move 15. Edi Canada Japochi. Edi no ko Edu tama. Honum ehye no. Eti almost so betimi replace so omo dey. Or say now no obi ku no my information. It is time to face the reality and accept that the old establishment system no longer holds. And that you cannot invade anyone who does not support your choice. In opposition, we play on a level field. It shouldn't take you too long to realize this. Okay, bring me back. So this is what Kwesi Kwarteng is writing. We are not interested in Nippon or Moko, but or say 50% of the MPs are supporting Canada Japan. Okay. We know some people be our parliamentary. They are supporting Canada Japan. So I would have wished that this guy will come out with their names, because at the country I saw do names to say Brana Champon has also written somewhere that 50% of some of the MPs, Omomudi Brana Champon, she said 50% of the MPs are also supporting Brana Champon. So you got 50% of Canada Japan, 50% of Brana Champon. What about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? Because you are not Dr. Bawumia, Kojo Opankroma, Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Dr. UFE or Dr. Bawumia. What about them? So let's do it one by one. Let's see Kwaku Kwarteng. Quickly, Kwaku Kwarteng. Why they are following Kennedy in Japan. Quickly, let's see Kwaku Kwarteng, please. Kwaku Kwarteng, please. Yes, this is Kwaku Kwarteng, member of Parliament, Edema Boasi East. Okay, so this man is now with Kennedy Japan campaign. It's part of Kennedy Japan's campaign. Why is he following Kennedy Japan? This man was a deputy finance minister in the Akufo-Addo's first administration from 2017 to 2021. Then one day, government no exercise no nana dan Akufo-Addo esa wini biem no. This man yamana be deputy minister ni biem because no wala nchama yamana be deputy minister ni biem. So this man thinks that it is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia that engineered his removal as a deputy finance minister. Muche you because obu fi say watena ho no ma obeya duma jama alanchama. That's an accusation. That is one. And two, the reason why he's following Kennedy in Japan is when the people were calling for reshuffle, calling for reshuffle. No. Now, people tipped Kwaku Kwarteng to be the next finance minister. And another time Kwaku Kwarteng was ready to blah, 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 but that's what we were told. But later on, it switched to Ibrahim Amin Adam. And Amin Adam now, on finance minister. No. People, Papai, we are told to say he thought that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia engineered because Amin Anda is a Dr. Bawumia Nakora. He thinks that a Dr. Bawumia engineer must add in finish. So now he will take it in Japan. Let's go to another one. He's a member of parliament. Let's go to okay, your man. This is Sticker. Yes, Stephen Amwa, member of parliament in Shaiso constituency in the second term, and Stephen Amwa. Obia and Sadinida. Sticker is with Kennedy in Japan. During the Chief Justice demonstration, no justice for Chief Justice, no Odimubi, and he was seriously campaigning for Kennedy in Japan. Even the demonstration field, he was campaigning for Kennedy in Japan. And Sticker in the shortest time, also Baba Beyan no maybe and Kofo Betty no Masi. That's the Kennedy in Japan. Sticker is following Kennedy in Japan. Why is he following Kennedy in Japan? We are told that Maslogumu Sabe, member of parliament, Nanado Dan Akufo-Addo, a free member of parliament, Emuano Nomabe, deputy minister, finance, Nanado Dan Akufo-Addo. And so he's been playing homage and thickness and a loyalty to Nanado Dan Akufo-Addo. So why? Today we are told that Nanado Dan Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia are falling out. Akufo-Addo Namha and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Namha, they are fighting. You get me? So because of that, Obi Akufo-Addo Chibia want to play a loyalty to Akufo-Addo where Akufo-Addo is going. So that is the reason why Sticker is following Kennedy in Japan. Let's go to another parliament. Okay, let's go. Another member of parliament. Who else? Yes, such a beautiful woman. Yeah, man. Her name is Mavis in Cancer Board. I just search East constituency in Ashanti region. Okay, so Osekwame despite Dr. Osekwame despite the member of parliament in Nana Krofoso Hene, the member of parliament in Honorable Fofie Sly, the big Sly, the member of parliament in who else? Oh no. Mr. Kodum Pianim, the member of parliament in Rekubrebe Taizan, the member of parliament in Victor Usu, Trabuko, the member of parliament in Okateche Fifa, the member of parliament in. This woman is also following Canada in Japan. Why? Why this woman is following Canada in Japan? Her name is Mavis in Cancer Board. And why is she following Canada in Japan? Okay, listen to me. Ababa when we say the papa ne Nana in Cancer Board. In case you don't know, Nana in Cancer Board is a renowned and respectable personality in Ashanti region. A contractor. No, enya. Jamaican what I say. So maybe in Cancer Board. And so they say, okay, yeah, Nana Akufo-Addo, wabua me bayi power, mother be minister in play so. Me so be contract ni adia. It is hard there. I say we play homage and loyalty to Akufo-Addo. Akufo-Addo is no more with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So in that case, no, let my daughter also follow a Kennedy or in Japan. That is what is going on in Parliament. I got the stuff, but they say, wow. Yeah. He also said, Nana Atopuama. Was Ziga, please stop giving attention to Kwame A+. He said, no, please don't say that. He's a member of parliament. I have to pay attention to like him, Archbishop Benson Idahosa. Archbishop Benson Idahosa, in case you don't know Idahosa, Archbishop Benson Idahosa is a spiritual father of Archbishop Duncan Williams, and he has raised a lot of men of God in the world.
Ewe abusia, bidobi biase, Nyankopon hyiraw, se watimi agye embre na wati ensem ni bi. Nyankopon koso a enka ho. Na unim Madam Torkonoo di osono maame. Madam Fabeko. Madam Fupa beko ejame na maye ni dini. Torkonoo so de na nkoye Madam Fupa o. Mi fili maame ni tu. Otimi yi nani bra Mahama omo wini 2020 elections on the quarter. Torkonoo ne nkrofo so ma anwene no. Torkonoo mount stage a otimi di nani bi hwe Mahama sei maami otwema Mahama na sesebi Mahama ne ho na ye ne hi Torkonoo so abuzia sa Torkonoo we ene na power edaso ye nyina ye brother ya de nyina media mu kenkon media mu sadon hene Kelvin Tailor, internet Lord, internet Lord paper, internet Trump, internet Putin, internet Ibrahim Traore, internet commander. And the document be our releasing one. Me mega me to a meeting me shini na I hear me say Torkonoo no ye we or your bow oba no ye we Ghana, Africa. Ha Obanye tumi a first no enu ntia na obaye mfa tumi mo oba no ko mudwin se obanye ndru sa level no I we se edi ni kosi se tumi bi so ana kwandwa bi so ene African women no ombe bibi akoye dubu ahen onyo one ne yire ne kodi se dwuman adubu ahen ne yire ene kodi se dwuman me pese me kasa bibre o because am se me che yenkotie Kelvin Tailor secret our review with documents on any mammy no edem any serum or say whoever Ghana pa masa ibeja binumo Ghana dear emi say obinum country and I mistakenly or my friend says we are Ghanaian na sentisa enka sika nkofo weitimi di enkwada omunyandru 30 years companies omu oni ewukurum ha or in the name of Mami Chief Justice, or in the name of Kufuado, coolest guy, arrogant guy, mafia guy, Abidiso president, and our the Mami be Abidiso Chief Justice. And you need a bush na umbeti medio maisika, bushia, and yasam kito. You could take Kelvin Tailor and some of the tuja. Now, Messi was a black conversation a cost one. Now, what do I drink to the atoms with fair? Sans a hanum dear. Ha, met to me boss a ready. Now, my day. Malike ama de akoma to so ama na nso we hu sampa ye no wa nenam e wo mega tv ya platform so quick one ye nkuti nse no yakoba ye beto aso yankopon ekoso nsia ye fa credit ne ema Kelvin ne Loud Silence TV omo ona mo boy ya nya sanse we ebi
hwe omo directors of the company no ye wo Edem Sarah Amega Torkonoo oye Ghanaian director marketing Edem Sarah Amega Torkonoo ono na ye director marketing sa company na registered in 2019 ene ye wo eye Serum Francis Afi Torkonoo ono so eye director and designer Serum Francis Afi Torkonoo ono so ye director and designer ene ye wo Serum Francis Afi Torkonoo osa ye secretary and designer inti company no the director and the secretary no one person your friend is Serum Francis Afi Torkonoo and the oya marketing director no your friend no Edem Sarah Amega Torkonoo. Now so company na you registered in 2019 right now mamwati ase omo directors of the company nipa na mabo mudini nyina, you heard it. Now, my mention bi. A company. Sa company way. Obebusa say edian omo ye. Sa company way say omo beye edwuma bi ama Ghana. Now, omo je contract every the judicial services war. Contract and say almost say omo ba be refurbish judicial services no on be see new lounge any omo library on be refurbish no. Now a dear medical owner make a just say oh yeah the owner of the company serum. This serum lady onye. This one is called serum. Ono na mi bo ni din echire musisi ano. So she is the owner of the company. Ziega Frances Afi Torkonoo. She is the daughter of the suspended Chief Justice. Company now make a lady way dia. This lady or the daughter of Chief Justice Madam Torkonoo neba. Company now make sure no. The owner of the company, this lady, her name is Ziega. She is the daughter of Madam Torkonoo. This company I'm talking about, the judicial service, Madam Torkonoo, they gave this lady's company a contract. Now the contract was to fix the judicial library, build a lounge and decorate the lounge for the judicial services. We have established, say this company was actually registered in 2019. It belongs to the Chief Justice's daughter. The Chief Justice's daughter and on the company, at the end of the day, the judicial services MSA company, contract to decorate the judicial library and also build a new lounge or redecorate a new lounge for the judiciary. Now remember, Ziega, the daughter of the Chief Justice, Torkonoo, Madam Araba Torkonoo, Nebabani. That's her daughter. Now, what are some of the items? Girl way company and a lady way company. Enya contracts na or say, or they ba eba bedeng, or they eba be renovate the judicial library and also the lounge for the judiciary. Remember, her mother is the Chief Justice. Time we win contract we no nane ma a Chief Justice. Now, these are some of the items onya contract no or say or toya or the ebedeng or the bedi jumano. Inti sa osha some of the items they be now osha items na. Meaning can remember contract so but I'm going to show you how the whole thing went down. Oto judges reading room or renovate oto akunya bako 3,000 Ghana cedis oto or desk oto be 1,900. Sorry, I hope maybe I'm getting it wrong. Oto ebi 24,000 or say lounge in kunjani be 240 million old Ghana and oto nyamani be 42,000 or say a kunya basic lounge wo oto desktop computers be 23,000 Ghana, 230 million old Ghana. These are some of the things contract or state say obeto edia renovate the judges lounge and also the library, the judicial library. And remember, contract where we win and a Chief Justice. Now osha flower pot be or the car ne contract no one or say obeto ediako renovation no oto ebi 1,900 Ghana to Ghana 19 million oto bibi to say in Konyabi and also oto be 6,500 Ghana 65 million old Ghana oto tables be 32,000 bibi to say curtains blinds oto be 7,000 that is 70 million old Ghana any a whole lot of things or say na obe use edi I change the face of the judiciary or my library and their lounge. Now, you will publish it on our site, loudsilencenews.com, and also on our Facebook page. Now, let's go into the wagon. I know, Mr. S. I'll go in there. Remember, the contract now, a lady way, and the Chief Justice, no. Contract now, you demand a restrictive tendering. And I say, because a restrictive tendering, yama ubia kwine emanang ambede. Contract, I'm the bachelor, no. Unya who cost a contract in a sum, total sum. You don't have it. You have no idea. I'm going to show you. But I want you to understand, say, Madam Torkonoo bano ne baba serum we no. Ye man the contract no na a restrictive tendering. Meaning ya ma obia ho kwan say on bid for that contract. Technically, your friend no and on nkwa baaye and your tam sika man say contract no. So obi weka say onya priority, onya special treatment. Ne ma me na the Chief Justice and the contract we man no restrictive tendering. Into obiane na mpre ho ayono nko she is the only person they gave the contract to. These are some of the reasons why I say Madam Torkonoo should not come back to the Supreme Court. She needs to understand. If she doesn't, there are a lot of damage. Now, may I go into the contract. Now, this contract quite interesting. Team. Now, my team is saying I should read restrictive tendering as a tre and so you move forward. I guess this is the only story we are doing today. Now, you guys are restrictive tendering. I said saying this is restrictive tendering. Restricted tendering is procurement limits. Restricted tendering in procurement limits the competition to a select group of suppliers, contractors, or service providers, unlike open tendering. This method is used when the procurement subject is highly specialized, requiring only a few qualified bidders, or when evaluating a large number of bids would be disproportionately expensive. It's also known as limited bidding or selective tendering. So when they say restricted tendering, it means say it is limited to a few people, and in some instances, they have to be experts, people who have the required knowledge. Our expertise exceptional, and sa contract restrictive tendering. Just say ye biema nipa kakra bi anasa sometime krampo no ye mbie kura manipa bebre ye biema company ba kope. It means say answer this hard remember sa company no na sa company no edwuma no omu nim edwuma no omu experience no. In fact, company bia entumi ma embe den and no be compete for that contract because expertise the omu nim no. About 90% of the companies are competing in the Inti yebese a chira wase e no ka ho de this contract we ema Madam Torkonoo serum. Now, yanko into the contract. Follow the documents very well. Now, OSHA document where I was screen this, let me enlarge it because it's always good when you can see what I am reading. This is a letter. Design 37 Limited. Enya free judicial services. Now, redesigning of judicial services libraries and creation of judges lounge. In the contract, they say, "Obe designing a judicial library na wasai creating a new judges lounge." Into which letter now we forward herewith our bid into letter we na eye Madam Torkonoo ba etro edekoma eye the judicial secretary say omo bid for this contract say omo be redesigning the judicial library and also omo be recreating a new judges lounge. Madam Torkonoo or Chief Justice no ne ba no etro letter say contract bi ono na obetuma ye no otra command Madam Torkonoo office say sa contract no wa bid for contract no. We forward herewith our bid for the above tender for your consideration. Having examined the tender documents, the receipt of which is hereby duly acknowledged, we the undersigned offer to redesign. I'm sorry, let me take this again. This is quite faint. Now, Uridia Seneka, we forward herewith our bid for the above tender for your consideration. Having examined the tender documents, the receipt of which is hereby duly acknowledged, we, the undersigned, offer to redesigning of judicial services, libraries, and creation of judges lounge in conformity with the said tender documents for the sum of grand total for redesigning of judicial services, libraries, and creation of judges lounge, including 2 years warranty, 456,456 Ghana. Now, Madam Torkonoo Babano extra letter. Basically, catch Madam Torkonoo office say, omo di omo bid a bromo, omo don bid a tum say, omo be redesigning the library for the judiciary and also a lounge. Now, Sika omo say omo de ba be sa contract no, 456,000. Titigana Sika no, over 4 billion. And na ode ba be renovate library no, na omaye some lounge be ediama judges no. Inti letter we free Madam Torkonoo back company ba your friend Syrian company ultra letter we ediakwa koma ediakoma the judicial secretary. Do you remember the judicial secretary? She is the lady Madam Torkonoo suggested me Kufuado say on Fanenko Supreme Court. That is the lady recently or resigning here as the judicial secretary. Let me show you her picture. Eti Madam Torkonoo bano. She is writing this letter to the judicial secretary or yet the secretary to Nemame. This woman. Inti letter na Torkonoo ba etrono or trakoma Madam Torkonoo secretary say contract we contract inti munhwemu na monfamaye. Na ni nyina be cost 456,000. Titigana sikano 4.5 billion. This is the woman. Mami we ena Torkonoo ba no etro letter na koma no sa time no na judicial secretary. This woman. On say recently Madam Torkonoo call suspension on also can say we are resigning. This woman. Syria Pamela Quarantine. Time and now Madam Torkonoo ba etro letter we edia koma judicial services no. Or na the secretary to the Chief Justice. Judicial secretary no onye we resign and say the madam called suspension also are resigning. Into the banitro letter, no, the letter was directed to this lady. Say, ya the bid atum, ya pesi renovate library no, and library renovate, ya pesi a lounge account, ni be cost it, Tetigana Sikano, almost 5 billion. Okay, let's go back to the letter. Now, Osha letter na. I wasn't done reading the letter. Osha letter ni here. We state amount of money omube here EDIS contract no. Where Madam we are talking about conflict of interest. The reason why some people are making noise here because Madam Torkonoo is not supposed to come back to the Supreme Court. Now, who read the letter? We undertake, if our bid is accepted, to deliver the goods and services in accordance with the delivery schedule specified in the schedule of requirement. Or see, someone a bid way too ma into letter way or throw a comma judicial secretary. So time no na or yet ne ma secretary. Say mo the bid way maya. You be make sure say a jumano you be ne pepepe. Oba sewa or say Thank you for inviting us to take part in the above mentioned bid. Into judicial secretary, no, judicial services, no, and we invite you almost form bid in betum. And I'm doing bid kotumu. And I'm just a bid no for renovation and also the lounge, it's going to cost old Ghana, no 5 billion. Where Madam Torkonoo, the Chief Justice Neba, Siriam Torkonoo, and at the bid at I'm an my office, and DNC. Team, stay with me. So, uko the correspondence are. Or the letter will come out judicial secretary, obviously or definitely the judicial secretary would tell the boss, because the judicial secretary cannot take that decision alone. It means she has to go and discuss it with the Chief Justice, because the Chief Justice is the head of the judiciary. And who was the Chief Justice? The Chief Justice then was the lady who was saying, give me the contract, and then the Chief Justice. So do you think, say, contract, Siriam will not get it? Because what your letter come and mame, and I catch me mame say, mame deal of 4.5 billion old Ghana. Now, Osha the CHRA, this is what happened after. Now, so we check a document where, let me enlarge it. Now, because you be Mekasa Kelvin Tailor or that Ghana for. So on the 17th of September, 2024. September, October, November, December, naka 4 months, ema yako twaba. Naka 4 months, ema yako twaba, ena Madam Torkonoo ba starte a bid for this contract. Naka 4 months, ne yako twaba. Now, already a year memorandum to judicial service. Letter in ye. A year the procurement authority, judicial service, forward day. A year sa letter the comma procurement, director of procurement. And the technically, judicial service for a sa bid, and the comma procurement. That means, Omashe Obana bid him, Chief Justice and Babana bid, and Oma forwarded the comma director of procurement. Into for the call procurement authority. Now, a procurement authority extra buy. Almost a bid in a document, a day no muhuye. This is the response from the procurement authority. Memorandum. Recommendation for award of contract, redesigning of the judicial services libraries, and creation of the judges lounge. 17th September 2024. A day na procurement kaye. Your ladyship. We refer to the Public Procurement Authority approval for the use of restricted tendering method for the redesigning of the judicial services libraries and creation of judges lounge. The procurement authority said, oh, Madam Ladyship, letter Chief Justice. So, Madam Chief Justice, in fact, ya approve. Company and why they are Madam Torkonoo ba edia. September 17th, 2024. And a procurement the Trobeka a Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary say they have approved the contract. Now, the procurement department has completed the process. Messiah Design 37 Limited has been recommended by the panel for consideration for contract award in a sum of 456,456 Ghana, including taxes. Respectfully, find attached evaluation report and the award of contract letter for consideration. When assigning here, Austin Evans Kanyoke. It's letter de buy no. Bid in the beka ne ma mensano. And for the procurement and a procurement on the 17th of September, 4 months to election, approve almost 5 billion old Ghana cedis contract. Edema, Madam Torkonoo ba. So, the library renovation and renovate or redo a lounge for judges. Almost 5 billion. 4 months to elections. Can she do that? So you now understand why Afenyo Markin is backing a lot. There's a lot in there. There's so many things going on and you have no idea. Now, did it end there? No. Yenya butre obiam follow me. Gidi gidi nimo. Yeah, Ghana for the reason why Chief Justice Madam Torkonoo is not supposed to come back to the Supreme Court. Never. This is clear, just a conflict of interest. You cannot. Moses Ame Jemfi Akoche Onwani Sika 800 Ghana. We show obi okruma man 800 Ghana. Bone yate ase. Yate ase Sami Jemfi made a mistake. Why bone? Ya kasa nanim. Chief Justice the contract man baba. For almost 5 billion Ghana cedis. What to work out them say? Minjai we the man can want them. Sami Jemfi ko ne ye no koshia obi no wache ni sika. And you say oya ban mu nipa in the position no edi sen ko ye sade no obedwom ye nyina ya kan anim ana meboa ya sori ebie ye to ye mfa mienu we compare ne ahwe den ko so ko jail in there. But I don't want to go there. I'm asking you a simple question. Enti omuchiro letter no every year procurement no procurement so they reply by say ya jatum. In fact contract na ye almost 5 billion mo fama Madam Torkonoo ba Syriam. Okay, Yanko Yenim, what happened next? Now, the managing director on the same 17th now, don't get this wrong. I'm sure idea. On say, she letter away. Letter na free procurement whereby na omo approve letter no on the 17th September no. The same day. Another letter came through now here. So on the 17th of September 2024, and a procurement for the letter by say contract ya hwehwem ya di amano. Madam Torkonoo ban ya di amano. That's cool. Now here. On the same day, the 17th of September, the same 17th of September 2024, something happened. I'm in trouble there. Let me move it up. There is a letter. The managing director, Design 37 Limited. Award of contract, redesigning of the judicial services libraries and creation of the judges lounge. The judicial secretary to Madam Torkonoo actually wrote a letter the same day to Madam Torkonoo Bano, telling her, say, yenya response a free procurement. Today, they are writing the letter to Madam Torkonoo Bano. What did they write in the judicial service? Letter Omochiro Koma Torkonoo Ba. Procurement approval on the 17th of September. The same 17th of September, Madam Torkonoo Jinaso MHR letter command Bano. Letter away free judicial services. PDWKS 3524. Dear Omochiro no letter nim. Let's read what they wrote in the letter. Letter Omochiro Koma Madam Torkonoo Bano company no. Technically, Omochiro Koma Torkonoo Bano. This is to notify you that your quotation dated 5th September 2024 for the redesigning of the judicial services libraries and the creation of the judges lounge has been accepted. Almost say, all bid now the buy on the 5th of September. Remember, Madam Torkonoo Ba Syriam, the company now your friend no. Design 37 Limited no. Omo bid no. Omo the command judicial services ne maame head no on the 5th of September. On the 17th of September, and procurement approve the same 17th of September, and judicial services led by Madam Torkonoo through her secretary wrote to Madam Torkonoo's daughter, say, your letter you submitted on the 5th, the bid, it has been approved. This is to notify you that your quotation dated 5th September 2024 for the redesigning of judicial services, libraries, and creation of the judges lounge has been accepted. Consequently, you are requested to carry out the redesigning works based on the attached priced bill of quantities and scope of works. 2. This letter is coming from Madam Torkonoo's office to Neba Company that you have been given 5 billion, almost 5 billion contract. September 17th, aka 4 months near Tuaba. Now, second point, this is what it says. This is technology. The total contract price is 460,456 Ghana cedis, including taxes. Into almost 30 the contract sum, total sum, almost 4.6 billion old Ghana cedis. Yeah, Madam Torkonoo ba. Nema me sa actual letter man say your contract na tun. Point 3. You are to proceed with the necessary action for the execution of the contract within 4 weeks in accordance with the specifications agreed upon. Payment will be made after satisfactory completion and certification of work done. Okay, point 3 now. Almost say a year payment no obubetua after Madam Torkonoo ba no aye contract na wie. Point 3 no almost say specifications omo dia man no sikana eye almost 5 billion no oye contract ni nyina wie ometam sikana ma no. So there's also another twist there. Did she complete the job? Has she completed the job? Has she been paid? Was she paid after the job, or she was paid after the job? Because we want to know, was she paid after the job was done, or she was paid before the job was done? Because point 3, as stated, you are to proceed with the necessary actions for the execution of the contract within 4 weeks in accordance with the specification agreed upon. Payments will be made after satisfactory completion and certification works done. Inti, they wanted to make sure certifications and completion and everything is done before payment is done. The question is, was all these things done before payment was done? Who is this? It's funny. Now, Yanko point 4. By a copy of this letter, the manager, Law Court Complex, and the director, estates are to provide the needed assistance for the execution of the works. Please ensure that the works are executed within the agreed scope and reports on same following completion of works. In terms of culture, no, making sure say you not the 4 weeks aye you 1 month. What the 1 month yes renovation redesigning of the libraries. So just redesign the libraries. Table way see where the coffee table see books way fakosha na redesign the lounge for 4.6 billion old Ghana. Redesigning and you're building a new library. Yes, redesign the library and a lounge. Baby, I judge for me to din no kind book be obi anye dede ebi omo pe coffee kakra do manom eno na ye almost 5 billion a redesign. Me cham the reason why Madam Torkonoo say anka oye legitimate and or kano kra nko so resign kra ansa na committee we atrase on kano kra nti na oda ho nam ho so o pe court akono. She's a liar. She did a lot of damage. And she covered up a lot of things. Now, point 5. Please note that a revised work plan for the execution of the project is to be submitted to the undersigned through the director estate before commencement of work. So, Ushanipa or signing sa letter we are Justice Sarah Pamela C.A. Quarantine, Judicial Secretary to the Chief Justice. Then, I am Madam Torkonoo. This woman used to be the former girlfriend of Ekufuado. She used to date Ekufuado. The former Judicial Secretary, Pamela. She used to date Nana Dankwa Ekufuado. Then the former girlfriend, and the Judicial Services or a Judicial Secretary to Madam Torkonoo. So Madam Torkonoo write a letter through her secretary to her daughter that we have given you a contract. I have given you a contract. Make sure 4 weeks you do the contract. This is 4 months to election. We were struggling to get money to feed women. Ghana. The dollar was almost 18. The government, they were telling us COVID-19, Russia, Ukraine, they were giving Madam Torkonoo's daughter almost 5 billion to redesign libraries. Did it end there? No. Let's move forward. Because end of Friday. Now let's go to the next thing that happened. Team, are you still with me? Obiati asye. Sa ni ebe no, ebe ni kakra obi abeti asye o Ghana. Now, after Madam Torkonoo office ankasa cho letter command the base contract the amount almost 5 billion fano. This is what happened. Now, Madam Torkonoo bano in less than a month, you catch her and say, "Onye jumani nyina nwie until in some fruit onya bibia." In less than a month, she's back demanding for money. Now, Uridia, she actually wrote a Serum, the company of friend Design 37 Limited. They actually wrote to the judicial secretary to be sent to her mother, Sadieng, and this was received on the 25th of October. Remember, the last letter, Omode endorse and also Omode contract is 17th September. This letter from Serum to her mother, the Chief Justice, through the judicial secretary, it was received on the 25th of October. Request for payment for redesign of the judicial service libraries and judges lounge. Because just the NPP is dangerous. How can you say I Kennedy Japan Bawumia Obodam NPP? So I read the party no. We have no idea. Pizza to for what you say. Dina me yanbo foka kana man twi na obi ati ase na ade kya kwase bi nkojina TikTok because Kelvin Tailor and ntina me yes am because me pese kwase bi kwa jina TikTok abedi matem be nkrata ba na menya time na me sa kenkan a kirikirem mo MPP fo kwase afo na mo nko school no mo mu bi muntie me. Now request for payment afi na ne ba no jiska mo ma me do. Are they going to pay her? Let's see. I hope this letter finds you well. I am humbly writing on behalf of Design 37 to formally request for the payment of 456,456 Ghana for the redesign of Judicial Services Library, Law Court Complex Libraries, and the Judges Lounge, which has been approved. So now, Akorano, on your contract, no. But in less than a month, Wababaki say, "You approve the contract, pay me the money," or instructing the mame through the secretary that my contract has been approved by my mother through the procurement, and it came back to my mother, and my mother told me that it has been approved. Now I am back. Pay me the money. The project has been planned to meet all required guidelines and budget. We are confident that with the timely disbursement of funds, we will be able to complete. Listen. Letter way free. Madam Torkonoo Banho, Serum Company, no. In the letter, your trophy judicial secretary office, Nema Metroman say, this contract needs to be completed in 4 weeks before you are paid. Now, Akurane catch Nema say, through the judicial secretary say, the project has been planned to meet all required guidelines and budget. We are confident that with the timely disbursement of funds, we will be able to complete the outlined objectives. Or see, contract today and Saka, by a catch them say, Send ye no mokayano, said you might deal with you bet my contract 20 minutes in the Naswa. I was a sikana ba. Says sikana ma. Enya dia ye bet to me aye ejuma we etu ase. Meaning they are asking for the money. Are they going to pay her? Her mother is the Chief Justice Torkonoo. Are they going to pay Torkonoo's daughter the money? They are people who did jobs for the government, road contractors for 8 years. They were not paid. Some died. Madam Torkonoo's daughter put a bid in less than 2 weeks. It's been approved. Or say, pay me the money now so that I can do the job. What letter command me through the judicial secretary. Now, please let us know if there are any additional documents or information required to expedite the process. Thank you for your attention and support. We look forward to your favorable response and to the continued collaboration on this important initiative. Yours sincerely, K.A. Ketali Abdullah, Secretary, Administrator, Design 37 Limited. So Torkonoo ba etumi letter command maame se be contract. Na ne maame afo de procurement. Na procurement for aba say ajatum. Na ne maame aka je say approve. Na ne bana sa aka che de maame say yiska. Hey Ghana. This is the Chief Justice I'm talking about too. Madam Torkonoo. Obi to say adentina ye tata Torkonoo. Udim de Torkonoo aye. Ya say so me je mfia ko eyi na wako hia obi no ama niska. Ye ntia fine. Maybe the judgment there was wrong. Ye fan compare we. I'm not here to justify some Jemfi's actions. I don't want the problem. He can go and drink poison. I don't want the problem. But I'm making you understand to be a Ghana tier. Now, did it end there? Let's see. Pizza to phone Swami for. I hope say every single person is following what we are doing. So, if you don't know a year Serum, she is actually connected to a year David Ajay. The guy now omomano a year cathedral contract, no. It is Serum. She worked with David Ajay's company in 2015 as an intern. Enti sa lady we are oye Madam Torkonoo ba no. David Ajay na omude eye cathedral design man no. She used to work with David Ajay as an intern, not oye attachment. In less than 4 years, the intern is getting contract worth 5 billion old Ghana. What is the Ghana ukim? This is it. Onye. She used to work for a year Serum Onye. I Torkonoo ba ni. Fe. The dead. Mesa twaso ba me chiro bibi me chiro you have not seen anything yet to boni afenyo marking mwedi e wo Ghana no eni ti omo sori no mo demonstration say Madam Torkonoo nko uni boni omo people di wo Ghana. When I hear people tell Kelvin Tailor I am we mesre, do you know the damage people have caused in Ghana? Anya democracy and ko say di people be gina second you bom nyina trimutuo anya democracy. Obi pempa daswawo obi nyebi yatam almost 5 billion ama Torkonoo ba. She used to be an intern 4 years ago. Yawo road contractors for Ghana are buying 8 years into amako ebi ewu ose ba wo miani Kennedy enkwasiafo mienu we omo meye den omo terminal report na mebo kire no NPP na me kire no now yanko enim me wi ameba size pictures ni nyina so don't worry. Now, we no yanko what happened next. Okache ni maame office say she needs them to pay them no. A one or issue invoice. Serum, the company no, they issued an invoice of 456,456 Ghana 98 pesos. Tete Ghana scan almost 5 billion or issue invoice. Now you see it. Invoice in here. Person Madam Torkonoo back to court and do what? We are conflict of interest. And you people are still working in Ghana doing demonstrations. Say, Obi tata Torkonoo. Unim dia Torkonoo atraso. because NPP for mon kwasi aboni ambodi. But you say Torkonoo wa obetuma protect him. Me bought Torkonoo ne records achiremo. This is Torkonoo's second sin. But in the bonding in about chiremo with facts. Ya shoda ne ya di ni ya hwemo and am NPP for mu Jimmy ready for party. Enti Osa issue again an invoice. Try invoice and so Design 37 Limited. TIN number C002520517X. Supply interior design to Judicial Services. Date 29th November 2024. Naka how many weeks near Twaba? 29th of November 2024. Now you issue invoice. Now aka how many weeks? Now aka how many days? Now aka to about 7th December. A week or two to elections. Now Madam Torkonoo issue invoice of almost 5 billion old Ghana. You sit there and tell me this woman has to come back to our court and sit there and do what? The committee is not supposed to even sit. That committee now, I'm about to Madam Torkonoo case in this. They are supposed to today call it off and sack this woman. So after all this, Mobekache say Torkonoo can go back to our court. Why should Torkonoo go back to our court? Seven days to elections. Not Torkonoo issue invoice. The money. The money under the table. What to work is NPP? Before we Jimmy. 7 days to elections. Number I'm Torkonoo issue invoice of almost 5 billion old Ghana. Nema amena amana contract. Nema amena is the Chief Justice. The Judicial Secretary can never make this happen without the Chief Justice knowing this. So this is clear-cut conflict of interest. Senka Madam Torkonoo or China and kebe hangeno. Do you know that? Yeah. Say Torkonoo suspended Chief Justice Torkonoo. Senka or China and kenda na dwi nke acheno kebe hangeno. Komo ma de encheno komo kuno. With all due respect, yeah, because that's how the law works there. Clear conflict of interest. Washe eyinewie. And you know the interesting thing? Company now made a from the beginning, no. Ne mami enu ne oho, Edem and Serum. Our mami and sa. And mami and son, madam, mami show ne mami and son a picture. Mami show. Team, let me get you their picture. So with there, it's a public document. It is our company now. Omote ye no. Madam Torkonoo baba ko friend Edem. And a Torkonoo baba ko friend Serum. Omumienu are on that company ne mamienu ne dia. Let me show number no. Let me show you. Our mami and sa 2 and as a company ne omudia. Omuna yemo almost 5 billion. These are her kids. Our mami and sa ba ko lawyer ne mani ne. Mami show. Anya say before we ni so. Intimenka say oh. Team, I lost the picture. Me de ne ma. Is it? I think there's it. Yeah, I have it here. Sorry. Torkonoo. Keep both. Torkonoo Nembanie. You see, Serum and Edem, they are directors of the company. Design 7, DN. These are her kids. Now you see it. Ain't it? And yet, something, they know what they are doing. Now, some a Chief Justice cry. What will make you want to take a contract from the Judiciary Service? What will make you do that? The head of the judiciary. What will make you go open a company in 2019 and come in 2024 and say, give me almost 5 billion to do a job for me, mommy? An agency that this is the one arm of government. Your mom is the head. So I deliberate. You see how they are happy? What is quite so? Olai to create doom. Odo kwasi adimi matem. And Madam Torkonoo is always standing in church and preaching. The law is the law. Now, mama yanko enim kakra. So Ocean and Mana, dear Osha green dress no on a lawyer no. No, the Osha grey no. The Osha grey no. Yes. Mr. P. It's Adam and Sirium. They are the directors of the company. In fact, some sado call back now make sure company now. Make sure company document no. You better ask about you also a detailing your maybe. On say make sure company no. Directors of the company no. On say edini nie. Adam Sarah Amega Torkonoo. And you what Serum Frances Afi Torkonoo. And a Serum into omumienu and a company ni omudia. Ba a marketer and a ba director and designer and secretary. Inti Nimbambia no ebie company. Nimbambia no be a company no. Ana omudia kwa ne maame ho say my contract. Ana ne maame the chief justice say the secretary no approve and na ofan ko procurement. Never enko restrictive tendering. Memo obia ne omompre. Ana procurement say oh, sa company we dey omo unique, omo exceptional and omo so approve here. And almost had the bread a year CJ office. And I'm catching CJ say, oh, madam, Obano contract no, ya approve it on the 17th of September 2024. The same day, and a secretary to the Chief Justice and Nema the owners of the company no. Extra come almost say, more you know, ya approve it the same day. Now, does it end there? No. I'm not sure I did me. So, Machel, the invoice from Madam Torkonoo and company, no. Now, after that, what happened? Documents in the dorsum. Now, this was when the director procurement in fact, this was when the procurement office, director procurement, actual letter, Ekoma Chief Justice, say, ne ban company no, the 5th of November, into read letter we are. This letter, it was from the director procurement to a judicial secretary. And what's the subject? Request for funds, redesigning of judicial services, libraries, and judges lounge. Now, had here. Date near 5th of November 2024. 5th. Your ladyship reference is made to the award of contract letter number PDWKS 3524 dated 17 September 2024 for the redesign of the judicial services, libraries, and creation of the judge lounge. Following the issuance of the award of contract to Mezar Design 7 Limited, the company has requested when they sent the letter, you see, when they wrote the letter, timer, my menembano company no extra letter no, extra letter no command judicial services and copy the procurement. It command judicial services no say siano ye win contract no sikasam no judicial services forward day command procurement say sikasam ne and a procurement ebetro Ediama Edian Ebetro on the 5th of November. Edema Edian Chief Justice say, following the issuance of the award of contract to Mezar Design 37 Limited, the company has requested per the attached letter that they will require early disbursement to proceed with the works. Inti tema nebano actual letter come Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary no say omu demanding early money. Aden what the procurement authority tema encourage letter come omu maame Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary say omu hie sika no. They also forwarded the letter to procurement. Now procurement responded to Chief Justice no. I say over the third paragraph, or say, in the circumstances, we wish to seek approval for the release of an amount of 456,456 Ghana, including taxes, to enable the company proceed with the works. In a mandatory letter, Madam Torkonoo mienu actual letter come Judicial Secretary. Almost I catch up mama say they need the money, but the contract states say was somewhere there. They insisted they needed the money. And Madam Torkonoo forwarded letter to come up procurement. And a procurement say, oh, man is here scandia and then yajatum momo muska. Almost 5 billion into almost treaty BBA as an emergency. It was an urgent deal. It was so urgent that procurement wrote back quickly to the Judicial Secretary through to the Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary to tell Nkorane say, oh, the Mokanayate, Yabetu Sika this is here. And Nkorane ma Judicial Secretary no pressure. Judicial Secretary through the Chief Justice no ma procurement pressure. Procurement say ate madam, ya the Sika ne bema wo no. Into letter no say, in the circumstances, we wish to seek approval for the release of an amount of 46,000. Into Judicial Secretary for no letter no come procurement. Procurement actual letter come Judicial Secretary say right now no they are also seeking for that money for the mano. You got it? And you see the damage they do. And then you say bonny ya bonny. Sami Jemfi na kodi ni nkwasi asem. And Ghana for munya na asem oka. Me, I'm not going to sit here and defend Sami Jemfi. That's not my job. It's his own job. On one action. I will not sit on a platform and defend Sami Jemfi on anything. No. But I want you to understand, say, there are more pressing issues we need to deal with. As far as you are over 18 years, you should know your actions, what you will do. But there are more crazier things to deal with. People are supposed to be jailed. Madam Torkonoo issue, no, and not just suspension. No. Her license is supposed to be revoked. She's not supposed to go home with a dime. Yeah, one of the Chief Justice of Ghana might destroy the judiciary. From what I am reading here, no, Madam Torkonoo should not go scot-free like that. And it's in the NPP for a year the day. They know lots and lots. Hey, wouldn't Bonnie have in your market with? Do you know the damage these people have caused? All that they are doing is to protect their crimes. Now say NDC about government 5 months grand year. Wouldn't the ABC? Do you know what is coming? NDC about power. ND 5 months. NDC eternal power. ND eternal power. ND 5 months. Oh. The level of crimes they go NDC for national, they have not even touched 1%. Do you know what is ahead? Do you know what is ahead? You have no idea. Now, Yanko enim, wait, conflict of interest. And think a committee no motina sa Chief Justice, they are not supposed to work. They are supposed to sack the woman. They're supposed to sack her. Her kids are supposed to be. Yatia ne kufuado ne yire ne mba. Rebecca kufuado or ne mba. Omu be a foundation and omu beji sika di enkwasi afo ni nam Ghana ha. Ya nyo mo hwe. Yeti krom ha. And e kufuado. Rebecca kufuado or ne kufuado ma. E be a company. My sister's keeper. They took money from us. And then kwasi afo we demonstration catch say yama NPP mbra power. Adaya bodam ni Kennedy Japan or true for bodam ni Baumia, they can save us. These people, do you know the damage they've done? Where Madam Torkonoo sin 2 made the scandals bebremu, you'll be shocked. baby, they are more serious stuff than this. Anytime who NPP for no mu Jimmy or I'm to be stressed. Hey, Madam Torkonoo is coming back where? Opa, allegations are can when quite alone, she's not supposed to sit in the Supreme Court or a Chief Justice. This alone, what I'm showing you Ghanaians. Now, yet Ghana near Mami we sabetna Supreme Court Chief Justice. Nay, board them. From what I am showing you, are we not mad? Say you better allow Madam Torkonoo to come and sit in the Supreme Court as the Chief Justice. Now, Shadia. So, basically, the government of Ghana finally issued payment.
Yeah, says he said, "Do you must show?" She says, "So you must show." May a sure pass by now. Torkonoo be one cab bonus. NPP for you. And then I can't send a clap. Mon permit me. Na be 15 minutes. Be na be 10 minutes. Be. Mister me fine expressive review. Kelvin a candidate we and Kelvin why are they me show any information at the aba. Monso mumburu me kakra na mega men so men tina senjijin dem na enakwa Sunday evening say die. Memfa mungurum na menchire mu ne ekoso. Afenyo ma kinti kuruma. Se onoko Roman or a Catholic. Na even crown or a Freemason. One thing I was say Africa, you who is a Freemason for our more echo Roman no. Omo a bedding so be whom in the arts so moody bonibia no more ye name be and sem fata a wonipum. Then on chess or mundi bonio. But to take a Freemason like Afenyo marking. I think that was castle a Freemason on a day. I know a Freemason. So no be babontin. I'll most of ye demonstration. I'll be in sa. Ninsa way. Ninsama. Num. A dear bought police near or share. I mean, untouchable attack. Or share untouchable helmet. Na a phenomenon can dear bonus. It tells you something. Say demonstration there then. Demo to save judiciary meboa and a phenomenon can kobo biasum no. It is a phenomenon can eclamis or no. A politician on the in some form sebi onion sebi obun hua. How can the demonstration you will stretch your hand and hit a policeman with helmet? Once as I said, the German akoda. And this munye mohona mo adwuma edoso. Mo adwuma doso pa. Me say Afenyo marking Madam Torkonoo enima oya Kelvin Tailor aba edi review revelation abayina no. Afenyo marking ete akire bi. Yemi say ho say ye den na Afenyo marking ye da sorry ya na oye minority leader. Den time no majority leader. Yakupon ena fire Afenyo marking say wo me ma wo nye majority leader wo kroma da. Even mesi gu ani mase ama o majority ne eswati enta Afenyo marking efa akonu ese nyina so ekọ wo chairman se bunsu ne tiko se omo pam no na ono mehia wo ampa Akufo-Addo a Afenyo marking Kennedy Japan ye papa Kennedy Japan me papa Kennedy Japan eso Afenyo marking sa edine ko Akufo-Addo anim because na Akufo-Addo mpeni ni mahwe because of enta obi no ye topic for another day ekodi chairman se bunsu eho toro ekodi chairman se bunsu eho toro ema Afenyo marking omo edine ye majority leader. He thought say na obeye majority leader forever. Na wadi akonya wiye gane sika onya akonya wiya niema japade ni niema onu rise na nigwasie we onim se Yakopon ahihye se wo wa ma yonko atwa anko memi ma wontwa ndru. That is no 9 no 10. Chairman Sabonso abre party ni ho sa no kwa hypocrisy bi ntia ya na to de bi yemede because ye na ye campaign na wakotai bawumiachi adenya bawumia se me pese opeso obema me vice president obeka agumasum abra wanjina wakodi chairman sabunso ho tro amomo de wakoye the majority leader then any yankopon say I will shame this guy, I will shame this guy, I will put this guy, I will name him and shame him. Any yankopon emomo kotwaba even abaro command to yantu abanamio 1 month to election or 2 months to election 2024 na afenomaki a minority leader. Afenomaki was minority leader. Some kai say case no mokai e Korea court afenomaki court at the application come Supreme Court so mu enye we must omu fatabo to speaker so my speaker en kase ono na eye halina drusu amina to force mum en oye majority leader then you see ni no na oni traka this is the other side of the story. The Kelvin kind me reviewed other side of the story actually people who say afenomaki any Madam Torkonoo eno mudi ezihunu omo no mwaka mutemesi enyo mpese NPP no criminals no including them no ye NDC for bejiliomo they are trying their possible best to mend together, to put themselves together and make sure the judiciary Madam Torkonoo takes over. Obua Madam Torkonoo osumame oko forever. Sami ne chimfuturo that time oyeden otimi otimi the application echo Madam Torkonoo Chief Justice one then time Chief Justice and no Chief Justice and no obupo mimi hunu so ma suspend ma me no mbabio na Ghana bi akwara na mfanche bobi anya akwada okura nwa ma me no mbabio. She is not going to come back again. She is not coming back. She is not coming back. She is not coming back. She has been suspended indefinitely. So we are waiting for Bafo Boni's inauguration or what? An installment. And from the onset, afenoma kin the ebetono. Onimse Madam Torkonoo firi ho a ne to ebedwe te se akoko a mframa bono. And I say akoda nsu abomi meyedena makofie whether we dey you ebe mama ye boni o say Jackie ana shout out to Jackie amachi de ba na anya amachi de ba okay anyway then to so afenoma kade a oye ni na no he knows what he's doing and otechire enti ye ka say ye de Madam Torkonoo a suspend na o ka kire asifua Otafo MP say hey your application for court only Odami Godfred Odami then Attorney General the most useless Attorney General Ghana yenya Godfred Odami abon osanso weak onim de oye and omo application and then say ya Bafo Boni hwe na me pedi wa be gina no me say adenya suspension na dia suspend obi a me meti na kondwa so no ye release ni no me fa kondwa and omo so by way by law and yes or no any interest by law and about football and the other panels on the bench or decide and almost slash you to go here and Tadia Kosumi na me person be catching and say afenoma he is orchestrating everything because on him say Torkonoo free why he is the next target. Next target say I need to be chasing and no be the sika be din you no the bonnet wedding na okay say baby Kelvin Tailor be ye no expose bi oni akwada bi lo ye bi ni okay mu kai di nua ba bi and we akire nkwada nkiti say mu kai say story no Kelvin Tailor na be ye you me chema Kelvin Tailor ko bodu Tailor and be ye sa story no enti wo hwa afenoma na oye dead goat wuno ni nam ho pacho obi anku no me nyesa na meka na mu na me pese bi chedi se ono ani nam ho no hu se after Madam Torkonoo no eti se ede ntuma kata abofra ho yi ntuma na aboa obi ahunu huma ni yeye obi ahunu huma ni yeye Enti no kwasem ewom ni say they are trying their possible best to maintain Madam Torkonoo. And Madam Torkonoo is why can I say and then a twat who become born in a son. Born in near then a son. Born in a son. Born in a son. I mean why a bonio like deep bonny ukruma. It will hear the story ya Kelvin ye expose yo ye a cassay. Uwa wonko, mammy, uwa wonko, uwa odi kana. Ghana me dream woman chase. Say uncle 40 me fumes cassa. Obitimi pursue 6 mansions, bay 60 akwa dubu ahin 37 mansions. Utifia no, fina do. Same na better. Same na better. Adena mo yesa. Adena Ghana pay for be no moon dream my home. And then the John Mahama in the call for a woman to Mompe. It's Mompe. Mompa na. Maybe someone $1 for me. And people for Yamu fair. I believe for maybe some $1 for my Yamu fana. Vidi enyo fana. Itimu wani bigwasi. Madam Torkonoo is coming no more. Madam Torkonoo, she has been what? Suspended indefinitely. Who say normal suspend indefinitely. There's no way she will come. She will be at where she is right now for the rest of her life. Nobody is accepting Torkonoo as Chief Justice again. She need to be jailed and even any kinds of scot free. And this is for her name here. And say me seminar John Jinapo can be the minister. Or sing Kofobin sabotage sister and pack cook master coffee. Go to Ashanti region. And Kofobin said that's for the atom so. So make sure say do so because it's almost say Nema air to ye. The only thing to get their way. And it's doom Kanya. And Romeo Mini baby, no more do Kanya 15. Omudu no maso aso obi gina ho no ye no preso aden it is crazy. I mean crazy, man. Oh yes aden enti enkofo bi nim sabotage system no said the John Jinapo kan no, and I'm pleading said John Jinapo mo chi sankofo na don't only sack them njeli omo mo hu se so sabotage system na you are fighting the country. You are fighting the whole people of Ghana. You need to what? Go to jail. At the NPP for NDC for ye, and NDC for do, and NPP for do. I mean, at the NDC for ye, NPP for de. I'm coming $1 in now. By now, come by $150 cedis. And nema boy ding, and nema boy tower cement board ding. A beautiful out of 2 nema lot of fair petrol work or so, maybe I deal chroma. Nti mo claim say mo po man ni ye mo adwiwe do ti wo be den no be di o man wi so wo claim say o po man ni ye ba be so man no enema nkosoro na wo bra be di so wo be di so sesen unti wa adwumpa da ti man ka pese enka to position no you enka na afrafranto said afrafranto ni NPP I mean afrafranto ni NDC transformational plan no obakoma NDC for bi NDC for edi ye adwuma kakra andagna MPP for we ni hwie o mo ni eye ni so adi hunu bia eti di omo dua ne se economy ni mu be tawe ta Ghana for e ho akire na fe di e konte e Ghana for aje yewu na e yo mo de na mo ye campaign NDC nye buwa Ghana MC kun ha be ye de good for Ghana Union of Trade Association omo si ye hwe ni mu in the coming days enema so betiti. And let me tell you simple economy, simple definition of dollar na ko forma cedi na ekosoro. Ni na ne say the first 200 cedis and now the market up. And then dollar no because of sakofo no. Enema beto no enka first obenye bebre. Second you ubesinya nyansisan dia bafie. Dollar no kosora na se abrochefo bi ni abrochefo 60,000 bi te hono no mo ka se ai se dollar kosoro nti na ami dollar ko fonwo Ghana nti yense ni ska mamu a men ha mo munjo mo no mo ntena se munjo mo no mo ntena brochire ho no mo ka se yense ni ska ba because of say hasidi ni appreciate nti enema so bo betiti de wo ye bia no kakra bia o ye bia obetimi edidi obetimi abobra ma ho ato That is best economy. And in America, Omutikano, the who are doing America, a America a surviving place of living. What in the metro say? A million mamma bruchia munim education way no woman for mamma. So with the dollar, first with the dollar $100 neighbor. And then okay, also dollar more until also the $200 neighbor, with the $200 neighbor. But if you saw the bedroom Ghana, and your man first now the $100 about qua now your turn a boy gin and the swat into $200 na no diabano and Sisambeka. Nipan mini biato or you fit for or be biato. Next study be Bobakacho no sikada waiting the simple, just simple economical, difference. Easy and the moment people for you that Jandam for him jomo, no money num croquet. Jeffrey, I'm daring him to come and do for the records to say or no call your demonstration back were failing or try bio and here or be a bonus on the chi. This is not a threat because on the Ghana, see the Ghana idea will do demonstration. Maybe I will be able to say Ghana idea. You see, it will not make sense. Obi ntias you because opposition. That's why buying the easy and be or de. Mini NDC, mini NPP, intimate human in tag with a co NDC. Mini NDC, Momundin Quazu Clubatimenka. Momundis, Munu Clubatimenka. Sa ora no modi baro. Yura, Martin Emidu, Martin Pebu, Richard Atta, Kofi Boachi, COP Kofi Boachi, and now your national security hall. Any the main almighty Ablakwa. I never call Chia Pope Leo 14th year Pope. I am proud. Oh, you Pope, I am proud. Pope Leo, I am proud. I humble myself, Pope. And the inauguration. Ablakwa kwa Chia ni some. Also, Aban was wakona kwa Chia ni bi. Akufari kwa kwa Chia. Bumi akona kwa Chia ni bi. Almighty Ablakwa. Sa forms no mo submiti ye no. Omo nye hwadwuma ne ye be yo mu kruma because ko focus wom mati second of latas ye man 2nd June. That is new update am say 2nd June and obeba kino flata dwen si ye jimi ye beka ho asebleta abusia mo ma bai ha no me negative ma mi ti ba fo yankopon hiraw o United States ma me roye bi yankopon enyo kese makro bibia bye bye.